They're all teaching the same thing, right? That Jesus is Lord. No, I tell you that Jesus is not white. Jesus is a black man. He has an afro, right? And he's a the Bible said that they are black. That he's a black man, right? But the Christians don't read the Bible, right? The Christians don't read the Bible. That's the problem. So yeah. Right. See, that's why I come here too, because there's some rain, it starts to rain, so if I would have been in the wrong spot, I would have ended up getting soaked. So, it's a good thing. It came out the rain. Right? So now, right, because normally we're supposed to fight for our brethren, right? We're supposed to come up here and teach them and show them who they really are, right? So that's why we have to fight for our children, our brothers and sisters, you understand? And because we have enemies, and our enemies are these other nations, and even the Chinese and the Japanese, they're our nation. They're our enemy, right? Like it says in Amos 1:13, right? Amos 1, verse 13, right? Because the Chinese are our enemy. And it says, thus said the Lord, for 3 transgression of the children of Ammon, right, or them so-called Japanese, the last time for 3 transgression are them so-called Japanese, right? And for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, right? The last time for 3 transgression of Ammon, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, right? Right? Because they have ripped up the women with child of Gilead, that they might enlarge their border. Right? So basically, back then that's what they used to do our people. Them so-called nasty Chinese people here. Right? They used to rip off our sons and daughters when the woman was pregnant. They would actually rip the stomach from the child, right? But it says here, because they have ripped up woman with child of Gilead, that they might enlarge the border, right? And also them so-called Chinese had us in slavery too at one point, right? So they ripped up our women and our children in Gilead, right? The pregnant women, right? Anyways, it says, right? It says, right? But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, right? Which is a capital city of the Ammonite. And I will devour the palaces thereof with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of whirlwind. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, said the Lord. So this so-called Chinese, right, and Japanese, because the both of them to me the same shit, although they're 2 different nations, they're the same children. The both of them belong, they're children from Latino. But Latino, he's an Israelite, but the children not. The children come out to be servants, slaves. Right? Because the Lord delivered Lot as Abraham's nephew, I think. Right? So basically, they also call filthy ass, dog eating, nasty ass, child eating, shit sandwich, nasty ass Chinese. Right? They're gonna go into slavery, right? But I will kindle fire in Rabbah, Because when we get spiritual power, we're gonna go there and we're gonna actually get them. Right? We're gonna go there and we're gonna actually get them. We're gonna totally destroy them. Right? Because they were enemies. Because they rip off the women when there was a child in her stomach. Right? But I will kindle fire and rubble, and I will devour the palaces thereof. Right? With shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of the whirlwind, right? In the day of the whirlwind, right? Because what's the whirlwind? That's the so-called chariots. Because when the Lord come back, because this is supposed to be a future prophecy here, because it's talking about here with the whirlwind, right? So it says, with a tempest in the day of the whirlwind, right? So it's talking about the chariots. So this hasn't happened as yet because them so-called Chinese, the so-called Japanese, they're going to go into slavery and they're going to be destroyed. Right? So they are our enemies. That's my main focus. That's going to be is understand the filthy ass heathens today. Right? And their king shall go into captivity, and his princes together, said the Lord. Right? So all these so-called filthy ass Chinese, they're going to go into captivity. Right? Thus said the Lord. Right? Because of what they have done. Right? They're gonna go all of them in captivity. This filthy ass Chinese right here. Right? Anyways. From there we're gonna go to right, because what happened here, this thinking as Chinese try to curse Israel, which I think is Balak. Let me go into it, right? Yeah, it's Balak that wanted to curse Israel, right? And the Lord used this so-called heathen, the so-called East Indian, I think he was a Persian, something to that effect, which is Balaam. And the Lord talked to him that shall not curse Israel. Right? And what happened was that the so-called Chinese, but let me go into it, that so-called East Indian, after the Lord spoke to him, the Israelites still end up killing him. The Israelites still end up killing this damn devil. Right? And it says, right? Which is Numbers 22 and 1. And the children of Ammon set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab, on the side of Jordan by Jericho. And Balaam the son of Zipporah saw all that the Israelites had done to the Amorites, right? Because we was at war with the so-called them Africans. And I believe them so-called Amorites, those are Canaanites. Right? Them so-called Amorites. Those are Canaanites, because normally we're supposed to, anywhere we catch them Canaanites, we can't make no treaty, no talk with them, just totally destroy them. And where are you from?
Well, I'm from St. Martin, sir.
Oh, you're from St. Martin? Yeah. Well, guess why? So you got a big trip. I'm from St. Martin too. What's going on, guys?
What's that?
I'm from St. Martin too. What's going on? Alright, so listen what's going on. So where are you from, actually? You're European. You're like a European.
No, he's not a European.
Where are you from?
I'm half.
Where your father from?
My mother from Guyana.
And your father?
Holland.
I'm Dutchman. You're going into slavery according to the Bible under these people. Now what's going on here, my brothers? We're the lost tribe of Israel. You ever heard about that? You ever seen them on YouTube?
Nope.
Okay, so basically, you're from the tribe of Benjamin. Sanan, the Caribbean, Sanan, St. Lucia, Anguilla, Jamaica, Curacao. Those are the tribe of Benjamin, Suriname. Okay? The slaves that was brought to the Caribbean on slave ships, those are the real biblical Israelites according to the Bible. If you go on YouTube now, see YouTube channel, right, but basically we're the Israelites according to the Bible, and this thing is a worldwide thing, right? Because we live in the end time. right? And many things happening that is written in the Bible that we're supposed to see the signs that we live in now, because what happened, and the reason why the world is in such a chaos is because these people are not in power. Because they stole our land, Israel, the so-called Jews and Palestinians, they're fighting over there for that land. But the real people that belong to that land is the Negroes in America, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, which are the last 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, they stole our identity, they stole our nationality. They call themselves Jewish, and they said they're Jews, but where are the rest of the tribes then? It's 12 tribes. You understand? So they stole our identity, they stole us some action glasses. You understand? No, but this is just salvation here by the name, knowing the name of the Father and the Son, His real name. Right? You got the scripture there, the righteous run into His name and He's saved. You understand? So just check it out online, man. Just check it out online. I see you're a little bit in a rush.
Sure.
Alright, man, take it easy.
Yeah, good luck.
Alright. Right. So basically, this filthy Chinese, we're gonna get back on them. Right? Yeah, because these are the Moabites. Yeah, them so-called Chinese. Right? The Moab, that's Moab down. Right? Because Moab want to curse Israel. Hold on, let me take out this glove. I'm tired of having this gloves on me. Right? The weather's too nice to be having gloves in your hand right now. Right. Right, so we're going to go to it now, right? Which is start all over, which is Numbers 22 and 1. And it says, and the children of Israel set forward and pitched tent in the plains of Moab, on this side of Jordan by Jericho. And Balaam the son of Zippor saw Israel Salak, it says, and Balak the son of Zippor saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. And Moab was so afraid of the people because and Moab was so afraid of the people because there were many. And Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel. And Moab said to the elders of the Medians, now shall this company lick up all that are around about us, as the ox licketh up the grass of the field. And Balak the son of Zippor was king of the Ammonites, which are the so-called Chinese, at that time. He sent messengers there before, Salaki said, he sent messengers before unto Balaam. Says, he sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor to Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, behold, there is a people come out of Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. So basically what happened was is that you heard what I said, there's a people that come from Egypt, right? So basically we coming out of Egypt, and you have this filthy ass Chinese, right? Trying to curse us. That's to show you the hatred, right? He heard what we did to the so-called Canaanites, right? And how the Lord is with us, yet he still wants to curse Israel. That's to show you the so-called Chinese don't like us, right? He says here, right? It says, he sent messengers therefore unto Balaam, the son of Beor, Pethor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, behold, there is a people come out of Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abide over against me. Come therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people, for they are too many for me, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I wot that he would, Salaki says, for I wot that he whom thou bless is blessed, and he whom thou curse is cursed. Right? So basically, he's trying to use Balaam